Hello from just south of Myrtle Beach. We are in Garden City today, taking a walk on the beach. We're going to take you along with us, show you the hotels that are here, show you what the beach looks like, and show you what everything looks like at high tide. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here, welcome. We cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding areas, and if you're a return viewer, welcome back and thanks for watching. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It's hard to believe that we are into November now. It's, I think, going to hit close to 80, if not already over 80 today. And we're going to have some warm weather this weekend. Just really, really great time this time of the year. I love it when it's warm like this. It's not always warm like this. In fact, we had a couple of chilly days in October, so there's no guarantee, but definitely got gorgeous weather now. But I wanted to show you what Garden City Beach looks like now. We have been back to Garden City since Ian hit, but we haven't filmed the beach. So I wanted to show you what it looks like. Now granted, since it is at high tide, it is going to look small, you know, because we're literally at peak high tide right now for the day. Well, it's twice a day, but at the peak second time today. And so that's why it looks so small right now. Garden City actually has a huge beach. However, if you'll notice over here to the right where the hotels are and the condos, there are no dunes. The dunes pretty much got obliterated by Ian here. I mean, they got damaged everywhere, but here they sustained some of the worst damage to the dunes, as well as the Cherry Grove area, which is in North Myrtle Beach. You can see where some of the hotels and places have started piling sand up, which is a smart thing to do. And it's going to take a while for them to repair all the damage that has been done to the dunes here. Also, if you're not aware, Garden City had a lot of flooding as well. I think the storm surge pretty much covered the whole peninsula at the far end of Garden City. Not exactly where we're at right now, but further down. So you can also kind of see here what it looked like. The sand went all the way out into the public beach accesses. And for a while they were closed, but they are back open again now. If you're not aware, we are into the season here in the Myrtle Beach area where parking is now free. Now in Garden City, it's always free. Always check, always read, because that could change at any moment. But normally in Garden City, the public beach access parking is free because it is in the county and not in the city. Despite the name Garden City, it's not a city. It's a beach. It's a census designated area, I think is the official word for it. But also Myrtle Beach proper, and even places like Surfside are now no longer charging for parking because we are officially into what they consider the off-season. Parking will start up again, the fees for parking, on the 1st of March in next year. And it's that way every year as of the time of this recording. They could always change in the future. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they charge for parking year-round, because we get so many visitors year-round now. I could totally see that changing in the future. Here's some more hotels where they've piled the sand up. And we are, if you see the pier in front of us, that is the Garden City Pier. That's the direction we're walking. We're walking south right now. But it just is amazing out right now. We just had to come out and enjoy this. I mean, just take a look at this stuff for a moment and enjoy this. It is so beautiful, and it's got that really strong surf smell. I wish you had smell-o-vision so you could enjoy it along with us. There's a few shells up on the beach today. I've seen a few. I've seen some people looking at them. They're kind of on the small side, but there are some shells. There you can see some caution tape where I'm assuming they had rails there before. There were a lot of condos and other units that were damaged. I always encourage people to contact them before you come to visit. Make sure they're okay, because as you can see, not everything is okay. A lot of pools were damaged too, and we're past pool season. Obviously, if your hotel has an indoor pool, that works, but I'm talking about outdoor pools. We're past that season. It's plenty warm to swim in a pool today, but the weather's inconsistent this time of the year, and it gets pretty cool at night. It's been getting into the 60s, but we had some days in October where it got into the 40s. And so that's why they closed down the pools. So here's a question for those of you who are more familiar with Garden City than I am. Is it legal to ride your golf cart on the beach? I did not know it was, but that's not the first one I've seen, so it must be. But I don't know that, so definitely don't take my word for that. I did not know it was. So that's kind of interesting. Woo! Running out of beach here. We get questions sometimes, you know, like you see me dodging the water. Why aren't you wearing sandals? Why do you have shoes on? It's because we usually take a nice long walk. We usually walk 4 or 5 miles, sometimes 6. And so for me personally, I like sneakers for that. If you want to do that barefooted, more power to you, but I like my sneakers when I'm going to do a quick long walk, even if I'm on the beach. Now I do like to take my shoes off and stick my toes in the sand afterwards. That part's fine, or wade in the water, because on a day like today, yes, the water is getting cold, but it's plenty warm enough to do a little wading. Got some people up here fishing. If you want to fish from the beach, you do need a South Carolina fishing license. If you want to fish from a pier, you do not. The pier will charge you a fee that covers that. And fishing is very popular here. A lot of people fish. A lot of people catch good fish. We haven't fished in many years, and I haven't ocean fished since I was probably a teenager. Brian and I have done some freshwater fishing, but we haven't done any saltwater fishing since we've been permanently relocated in this area. Go around the fishing here. A lot of people are out enjoying this beautiful weather. I mean, this is gorgeous. It is so stunning today. And we'll probably see more and more people as we get closer to the pier, because there's a few more hotels in that area and places to stay, plus there's places to eat. Ooh, big jellyfish. That guy did not make it. Sorry, guy. But that kind of jellyfish, by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty positive that one is not going to sting you. But I'm not recommending you touch any of them, because you never know. But it's the ones you see with the tentacles. And a lot of times it's actually the smaller ones. The big ones do, there's big ones that do too, of course. And there's really dangerous ones like the Portuguese man-o-war, which isn't even a jellyfish, I don't think. I think it's its own species. But those cannonball type, I do not believe sting. If you've been stung by a jellyfish, leave it in the comments below. Let us know. I have, and it was not fun. And what's funny is I made it many years into my life. It was actually not that long ago. It was like probably 10 to 15 years ago that I finally got stung. So it's a pretty uncommon occurrence, because I have spent a lot of time in the water. Now I've had tiny little stings where you feel like, ow, it's probably some tiny jellyfish, but I had one that really was a doozy. And I think it took like 2 months to stop hurting, so they're not fun. Definitely not a recommended activity. If you see like a ton, like seeing one like that, no big deal, but if you see a ton washed up on the beach, it's a good idea that you might not want to swim in the ocean that day. Which may sound like common sense, but I did not heed that warning personally. The day that I got stung, there were a lot washed up on the beach, so I guess I'm not that smart. Oh, this is so nice. So now we're getting closer to the pier. Like I said, there's more to do there in that activity. There's actually an arcade that's, you know, so if you go up towards the street side, you'll see an arcade there, some places to eat, some little gift shops, that kind of thing. But yeah, with all these golf carts out on the beach, it's got to be legal here, so that's pretty fascinating to me. That would make owning a golf cart here, if you had a place in Garden City, pretty nice. I mean, if you could just drive it right onto the beach, or drive it on the beach, that would definitely make having one of those a extra fun thing. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.